wasn't terribly convincing. Well, now they're up against even tougher opponents in Na'Vi, who are on a 13-win streak on Nuke, if you recall. So, yeah, not banging, I would say. Not banging, not where you want to be.
T-side again as well. On the bright side, you know Na'Vi didn't watch your game earlier. They were also playing one. So there's that, but there's not a lot else. Fast out ramp in this pistol. Send Na'Vi back into the B-bomb site. Bit gives it up, and Boomich watches below. But they are hitting lower. Bit needs a couple here. He needs anything. Bomb drop. They drop on his head, and one before he's dead. Simple's take the silencer off, and he's going to get one tapped. So how do you like that? Perfecto got to pick up the pieces, but his teammates are falling like flies, and his ammo is running dry. No ammo. No chance, and it's Boomich on the backstab.
Oh, dead on the swing. I disbalance, locking in the pistol round for Nemiga. Now, we've said this already, but you and I, Hugo, we do have a bit of a saying when it comes to Na'Vi at these CIS events. And that's that, you know, they can be #1 in the world. Yeah, top 5 in CIS, right?
At times, you can see those, you know, domestic matchups in any region go wrong for teams. But for Na'Vi taking on the hungry Russians and, you know, other CIS teams that want to take them on, I feel like everyone plays up to the level, or maybe Na'Vi plays down a bit. I'm not worried in this game they're going to lose their win streak, but at the same time, yeah.
It would be surprisingly like Na'Vi-esque if this was the game that made them lose.
Let's talk about it a lot, and then maybe it will happen.
Yeah,
that's the rule.
That is how it works. It's like well, actually, or is it not? How does it work?
I can't control it. I just do it, and it works.
Because what we say definitely has a bearing on the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like 100%. Yeah. Like if I say right now, like, oh yeah, you know, Lear's got this kill in the bag. Well, now he's probably dead. I've probably just killed the guy without getting anything done.
You can't acknowledge the jinx prior to the jinxing. We've already talked about it.
No, I don't. No, I don't think that is true, Hugo. Because if you remember when you put that spell on, who was it? Team Liquid.
Yeah, that was my fault.
When you put that spell on them, you did acknowledge that like there was a chance you were putting a spell on them, and then it happened. Nice. Lollipop gets the opener, but Electronic has mowed through them. And the prophecy came through for Lear. Never gets anything done. I disbalance. The only guy left. The only man. A 5-7. Some pistols just tore right through Nemiga.
Gotta get past Simple first. It's a scout up in heaven. Uncrouching, but he can't get the kill. The spam is close, and Perfecto fires back. But in this moment, Bit's waiting in B for event drop. That won't happen. I disbalance going and rerouting. He needs the bomb, though. If he actually wants to win, you're not going to get the kills in 15 seconds. You've got to play for the package at this point. You're giving it up. You've accepted your fate, and you're saving your AK. It's a sad day for I disbalance, but it's probably the right call here. Unlikely to win that round. Na'Vi come in with a force, and they get it done nice and early. I mean, it was a confident showing in the pistol. For Christ's sake, Simple took the silencer off his USP.
You said it's not uncommon. He does that a lot, especially like he was doing that back at Blast, I think, as well. Kept playing with the silencer off.
Yeah, you know it's disrespect because it adds nothing and it only makes your gun worse. Makes it louder and it reduces the stats.
Well, so here was my theory.
Okay.
Because not only is it disrespect, right? Like, and it gets in your opponent's heads, but on top of that, it makes the A1S sound more like an A4, and maybe on like a raw, you know, like, because Simple's
going with this,
you know, like for the same reason that I can't use the A1S is because it just feels wrong in my hands. Like I'm not used to it.
Yeah.
And maybe he just wants it to sound strong and powerful and thick.
Yeah, like you know, when you do like martial arts, you like do a bunch of yelling before, but it's only to get in their heads. But really, does it do anything? I don't know. I can't tell you.
Well, let's take a look at this, Hugo. Martial arts from Bit over at Ramp. Guy knows karate. Coming in with a big sweeping leg move.
Yep, that's karate. Can confirm. Bit now,
black belt, I think. Oh, yeah, that's the top one. Here he is. Oh, there's the first. Oh, wow, making a double. Wonderful stuff out of him. Couple of red belts coming his way.
Yeah.
And now Electronic over here. Yeah, that's a freebie box. Walking through smokes.
Ah, we've seen that one before.
We have seen that one before.
A couple of hours ago, in fact. Not really his go-to. The door did get open. They were trying to bait for him, but Electronic did not fall for it. And now look at the hunt. Oh, they're coming for your life. They're coming for your gun. Ah, Lear. They do line up, but no shots connect, and it's simple to close as Na'Vi find a nice clean round. Yeah, the door open was the bait for Box, but it still meant nothing. And that's the other thing, right? Like, Sundayong was good in Secret earlier in this game with, Spirit versus Nemiga. And again, it was a T-side. That's a bit sad. You really wanted the knife round. But, Electronic in Secret, that is a whole different kettle of fish. That's a guy that you cannot boil. It's unplugged, mate.
Also, the reason why, I bring up the whole, it would be poetic for the streak to get broken by, Nemiga in the CIS RMR is because the streak would have actually been bigger if they didn't cop an L on this map in one of the last RMRs to Entropic, which actually, made it much shorter. So, it's happened before. I'm basing this in reality. I'm trying to tell you, it's not all doom and gloom for Nemiga, although this is a pretty good-looking start out of Na'Vi. I don't think they want to have that reputation as the team that falls off anymore. But that's a lineup, and he's reaping the reward. Only good for 2, but still, that's enough to keep the round in check, you would like to think. I do like Bit in here at ramp, man. He's been doing a great job. I don't know if you saw that Flamey video, that goodbye Flamey video that Na'Vi released. They've been on point with the content lately as well. Starting with the simple documentary, then they released the farewell Flamey frag movie. And they called him you were our ramp player, you were our guy. You're always there through the highs and the lows. But Bit has taken, the torch of Flamey. There you go, all links in.
Nice.
And he's running with it. Electronic over here, down on the B site already dropped down. He's going to do this a hell of a lot. They molly him out, so now they know he's here. While they get the information, they still need to win the fight. Electronic, I don't know how this smoke's going to fare for you. He's playing around it well, and... oh, the knives are out. They're swinging in the smoke. This is very weird. And finally, the man in the site is dealt with. Electronic never even had to fight anyone. Just by being lost in those smokes, it caused enough distraction that the rest of Na'Vi are able to pepper players with their knives out. Lollipop does what he can, but in the end, the round is locked in for the Na'Vi squad. Ultimately, though, pretty expensive round as far as they come, right? Only 2 players surviving. That was... just the partial investment out of Nemiga, so now they're looking to bring the rifles back in.
Yeah, we're seeing the kind of same vein from Lollipop, right? He was the guy in that earlier game who was actually able to, have impact. It felt like, Lear was good for the first couple of rifle rounds on that T side, but then that's all they actually had in the game. But, yeah, otherwise there wasn't much to hype up on the side of Nemiga. We're getting the same guy showing up right now. Full smokes outside this round. There's already a Molotov down, but it's luckily just going to fade in time for the smokes to bloom, as they should. We're already Secret player. It's simple coming in with the AWP early in this game. He's not going to go aggressive. He's going to wait for them to come to him, and Box will. Not walking through a smoke this time. Instead, walking into the GOAT, and it doesn't really seem all too much easier. Oh, bait shot, though. Simple's now caught in the corner, but Box doesn't want to commit. Gets smoked off anyway. Don't go through that. You'll get no-scope, my friend. Meanwhile, they're ready for a top hit, but Boomich has just slowed things right down with the re-smoking door. Simple's even backed up further into the B-bomb site, trading spots with Boomich. No, after you. No, after me. So Simple on the ladder with an AWP. Seen this one before. And he is in the perfect position, but is he ready? The fade is not good for him. Yeah, I thought he was going to stay there, but instead swap sides, and now things are getting hot.
Yeah, Perfecto's got to do a lot of heavy lifting. Boom, it's you, madman. Come on now. Oh, yeah, that's not going to work. They hear him on the ladder. They turn on a dime. And they're looking to lock the round in. Just Bit left standing up here in heaven. He knows about the outside play. He takes that 1v1 and he wins it. And he's teed himself up for a round that you felt like was possible, but Disbalance locks it in, puts his stop to Bit in his tracks. And there you go. The rifles come out and they're on the board right away. That's nice for Nemiga. Right, I think it would have really started to set a bit of an ugly precedent if that one eludes them, and then they're having to eco. Sorry, you want to come in with something?
No, it's fine. Yeah, I'll just finish your point, and
all right.
And here I am.
Right.
But yeah, I was going to say, you know what probably lost Na'Vi that round?
Go on.
Boomich and Simple blocking each other in vent, and yeah, I think Simple kind of had to let Boomich get out of position because Boomich comes down first. and then Simple walks into him, and then they're both stuck in vent. Like, Simple had to let Boomich get out and go up, or Boomich should never come down the vent. It was one or the other, and they got stuck in the middle. And then we saw how that actually had effect. Simple trying to back out of vent as the smoke fades. 2 seconds difference. He probably gets behind Tetris. He gets a kill. He gets to reset, and then you probably hold the A site. So just a bit of blockery in vent, and it costs you everything there if you're Na'Vi. The finest details, the finest margins can be the most expensive. But usually I just get a ruler and I draw my own margins. Cheap way to do it at home.
What, like pre-margined paper is so much more than just blank paper.
It's extra ink, man.
Yeah, that's true. Look at this, though. No ink today. They're getting tatted up in the A-bomb site. In they come. They check hut roof. They blow them all down. And just like that, this is an Nemiga round. 3 on the board. They keep it clean. Simple and Bitter both left saving. And so now it's a tie game. You know, now we start to go, all right, Nemiga, we see what you're doing. We like what you're doing. What can Na'Vi do to respond? They're not going to have a lot to fall back on outside of these saved guns. You know, it's always weird saying this when it's Simple saving the AWP, because it's like, he can just win you around on his own. So,
not this one.
No, not this one, but I'm you know, referencing the next one.
Yeah.
Where the pistols are out. I'm hoping we see Simple try to throw himself into fights similar to what we had earlier on this exact same map, right? When that hero AWP was in play on Dexter, he was very, very keen to fight everything he could.
Yeah, we've already had Box out frag himself in that 20-round game against Spirit on this map. Up to 3 now. That's pretty good. That's pretty nice. And already better showings for Nemiga on this T side, right? These A executes good flashes. They smoke the hot molly. They get out very quick. Those are rounds they couldn't get away with against Spirit. So, you know, Na'Vi didn't have a lot to work with. And so now they have even less. Just those safe guns, as you say. We're going to have to see if Simple can get involved. Nemiga, remember one of the few rounds they won on that T half was one of these where Dexter got a kill outside. He went back to A, and then Nemiga read that he'd left the yard, and they went back and walked down secret. That's a team right-click. Not the most helpful.
Nice perfecto. I mean...
better than Zeusing Boomich.
Yeah, I get it. Like, Boomich is someone who might rub you up the wrong way if he's like telling you to go play a spot you don't want to, but you don't have to knife the guy.
Chill, dog.
In fact, that's your IGL, man. A little bit of respect goes a long way.
Ooh, they're going for a hit down secret now. Who's down secret, you might ask, Harry?
Oh, it's that Simple fella. Oh my God, Simple's AWP here. And now that you've seen it, you might not want to go any further, but that's the Simple effect, right? Like, he knows after getting that kill, they're not going to keep going his way. You know, even if it was just a solo AWP there, regardless, you would go, well, they're eco on everyone else, let's not go into the AWP. But you're going to do that even more so, knowing who it is. Yeah. And actually, Nemiga, they've done the classic. This is exactly what they did up against Dexter. It's exactly what you said earlier, Hugo, right? Where when they spotted the AWP in that last game versus Spirit, they up and left for a moment and then came back in knowing it would rotate out. Simple can't survive, and so that AWP is now gone. The B-bomb site taken. Nemiga up onto 4. Na'Vi waiting for the guns to come back out.
Oh, he read it as well. It went quiet. Like, that's what they do. They go quiet. They make you feel like they were running away, and then they re-aggro. But yeah, Simple very close to hitting that flick. Without it, it's a freebie of a round for Nemiga. Olipop doesn't want to get Zeused, but Bits here with a rifle instead. That's a good kill. Perfecto trades. Just wants the AK at this point. Or
hang on,
embarrass Box. Not going to be allowed. Good stuff. So they deal with the eco, and those rounds can be the hardest rounds, right? When you get in your own head, when you're trying to avoid the AWP or not. I actually really like those calls that Nemiga have been making. As dangerous as they are, walking contact into hallways.
So someone also sent me an interesting idea behind the no silencer Simple A1S thing.
Okay. Wait, was he doing it with the A1S at Blast?
Yes.
Okay.
So what if it's because, well, you know it's only Simple playing with his silencer off.
Okay.
What if it's intentional to, like, give up where he is and try to, like, you know, get in your head a bit?
No,
right?
I'm not co-signing.
No, you're not co-signing that.
That's also a presumption that it's just Simple.
It is just Simple. Like, no one else
I agree.
takes the silencer.
No.
Has he done it now? Can we check?
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello,
we
triple
can't.
boost.
The nade stack into the back of the bomb site. That's
sick.
cool.
No one's there.
Yeah,
always the way. You know, you'll bring out your fanciest util when the position's empty, and then they do the triple boost. Okay, so we do get both. That's a heaven boost. You're able to catch players in rotation, but no one's going in through heaven.
He has to silence out because they're losing right now, Harry. You don't actually want to make your gun worse unless you're fully confident. You know, doing it in a pistol round is one thing. Doing it here is madness, and he's going to bait them in to Electronic, presuming he peaks early. Right now holding silo. And it's always when you look away as to when they appear. Simple, will he get anything done, or will it be on Electronic, who doesn't get cleared? Not yet. It's Box walking yard. He doesn't know what he's going into, and it's a freebie for Na'Vi. Now this A hit, and you've lost your lurker through main. So this is just obvious at this point. Na'Vi know what's going on. Electronic is back in A. Good luck.
Oh, yeah, now you hear the spam, and you're so... Oh, that's the bomb from Boomich, mate. You know, as you said, it was already looking pretty obvious. Well, now they've read the whole damn notes of this meeting, mate. Boomich in with another, and the bomb cut loose in the door. Yes, Simple's dead, and that's opened up a route to drop down through the vent, but it doesn't mean you get the B plant. It couldn't be further from the truth. Bit is designed this one perfectly, and he locks the round in on the back of it. They almost invite Nemiga to drop vent. They go, look, man, like, pretty enticing, isn't it? The old vent drop. Oh, look, no one's down there. Oh, no, he is. He's hiding from you.
It's showing good awareness of how Nemiga like to run these T-sides as well, because the fact that you're giving up ramp there in the mid-round, you're probably doing it because when Electronic gets his kill, he backs up into A, so does Simple, in fact. And so you're giving up yard and you're giving up ramp. Like, you are so sure that that is going to end in A or an attempted vent drop. Yeah, Boomich does a great job there to double kill door. And right into the lines, down on lower.
It looked like Boomich is playing from home. I'm not used to seeing that. Like, so often he's in the
boot camp. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, they've had a long few weeks. Maybe a bit of R&R back at home. Nothing wrong with that. And like in reality, Na'Vi, you know, we can joke all we want. We can talk about previous CIS RMRs. They really should just be wrecking this event.
Yeah, and really, like, the pressure's kind of off because even if they don't, they're still at least at the major in some way, right? So
they're fine.
But still, I don't think they're looking to have like this incredible legacy they've set up get laid to rest anytime soon.
It's not going to hold them back either way, because Na'Vi, the one thing that we have said about this team is, if you remember when we came into the pandemic, we came into the online era of 2020, it had been a year and a half since Na'Vi had played a match online. Well, they've now turned into not onliners, but incredible online and LAN players. So quite an adjustment. Bit's good for one. They get out ramp though. So position now taken for Nemiga. How will Na'Vi adjust? Moving Boomich down lower to join his teammate. Playing 2-2 right now, but it is looking like an A-lurk from Box, wrapping all the way outside. Are they going to see him? Doesn't look like it. Perfecto holding onto A in a very dangerous position, and he's fired off early. Uh-oh, double-faced. He is dead. Electronic's got to pick up the pieces, and they're out through main. He doesn't know it either.
Whoa, Boomich! You naughty little man. Oh, no, doubled up. He's up through. Oh, no. How's he going to live this? Box, regain control. Regain control of the situation. Box, he's out of ammo. He's onto the Glock, and he's shot in the back of the head by Electronic. That is a
spray.
Yeah.
Done.
Boomich, man. Guy's just made of sterner stuff.
Yeah. Saw that round, I think it was against Cole in Blast on this map, where Boomich, you know, ran away from Hut, flew up T-roof ladder, was just getting chased by Blame F around the map for like 10 whole seconds, escaping. He's so smooth. He's got great movement. He's really good on ladders. Love that from Boomich. He's had a lot of impact. Hawker was saying in the desk, you know, the one thing that maybe you could get through, the one thing that maybe you could abuse, especially as a very aggressive CT-sided player, is Boomich. That could be a way in. I don't think it's been the opposite. He's been the guy holding the fort. Yeah. Getting multi-kills on all these A-hits.
On top of that, mate, like, Bit of ramp has been damn near flawless. Like, so often when he's dealt a ramp hit, he'll take 2 out of the round with him. And if you're getting like a 2-for-1 on the ramp hold, you're doing your job and then some.
So A's hard to get through. Ramp's really hard to get through. Let's go outside. Oh, Simple and Electronic. Ooh, all right.
That is the horrible thing about facing this Na'Vi team, right? It's not like Na'Vi Evolve, where you could look at it and you could go, yeah, you know, like Flamey's over there at ramp and he's pretty good, but like we can try get through him. Or, oh yeah, you know, like where's Edward playing? Let's go sniff that out. Like
Zeus is somewhere around.
Yeah, right. And you know, nowadays it is just an entirely different beast, especially when you're getting good mileage out of Boomich. That's wonderful. Deeg nerfed? What Deeg nerf, says Gio, mate? He's just one tap Simple out of the round with it. That's the AWP cut loose. And now in the hands of iDisbalance. Not the guy you want to arm with that AWP. If you're Na'Vi, that is.
I was going to say, unless you're Nemiga.
Like, Nemiga would love to do it, but...
They haven't got a flash here. But no one's in heaven necessarily. Perfecto has got his eyes on it. Oh, making noise, main, going to draw you away from the real object. Box has the bomb, and he goes flying through. Boomich lines up 3. And again, strong anchor work as he does it. Cleared out by no scope, and Lear's up in heaven. It's a plant for him. That makes things very difficult for Na'Vi. They're not going to flank heaven. Electronic wraps lobby, but that will take time as he's walking. Bit's going to get out and get involved. iDisbalance with an AWP, though, on the angle. Got to pick his side to fight. Bit wondering, could they have timed Hut? His teammates there to clear it, and they're not getting given kills. The kills are getting taken away. Just one man. Electronic caught by iDisbalance, and giving that AWP to him was the perfect play. 4 frags in the round after Gio's opening Deeg, and that is an eco win from Nemiga.
Yeah, I mean, that's like a real feel-good round for Nemiga. Like, when you won Deeg, the garage guy, you're already feeling like, man, oh, I'm on one now. Like, this is our round. The fact that it was simple with the AWP that you just wrecked at range, while he was scoped on the boost as well, might I add. Like, he was ready for that peak. That was a wonderful little round out of Nemiga. And, you know, you could see the pressure that Na'Vi were under. I think even how they attempt the retake screamed that they were worried about what was going to happen there. I like this from Lollipop as well. He barrels into A, gets the opener, but doesn't commit to fighting it. They were let down last time trying to get out through the door. Well, this time they wait for Box to come in on this main wrap. They're shutting it down. Simple's Deagle doing what it can. There's 2. Any more for Simple? A third! Oh, can't make it 4. And Bit falls as well. I was very, very scared that we were about to get a Simple round right there. 3 in it for him. But it is still Nemiga getting it over the line.
Oh, just wipe the sweat off your forehead. You're happy you converted it. Look, it's not clean. It's not a nice anti-eco, but after winning with Deeks of your own, you know, Simple was hunting for the same thing. Disallowed, though. And yeah, nice little play, because this is great for Lollipop, because not only does he get out, it doesn't even need to there, but he knows that Box is coming in on the main drop. So attention drawn from the main player into door, and that just like lets Box drop in, take an immediate 5-on-3. Scary stuff, though. Molly's to the back of the bomb site yet again. Nemiga keeping up the pressure on A. Flashes are good. Boomich turns away. He doesn't even know they're right out in the bomb site. Electronic goes through the smoke. The flash is good, and he's got 3, lining them up. Graces the kill feed, looking for more. Simple steals it, bombs out loose, and now iDisbalance needs to put this AWP to use.
Yeah, but you don't envy him, right? No one wants to be in this position. iDisbalance looking for a way back in. I wonder if the barrel betrayed him there. The CT vent peak could have seen something. Yeah, there's the flash, and Electronic was so ready for that. He calls for it from Simple. Even though it doesn't like devastate iDisbalance, it lets him just swing out, secure the round there, and then puts a stop to any hope of the clutch. And that was a really nice sequence out of Electronic here, right? Like, while his teammates are just, you know, essentially like bait in the site, right? Like, all the attention's on them. He just runs through the main smoke, and that was the last thing that Nemiga were expecting to happen. 3K with the Famus, making it look real nice.
And now Justin, all right, it's a big buy in this round, but we've seen weirder rounds won by these ecos. So I'm not against it. I'm inclined to believe. Simple's got his back, though. Electronic watching for the yard cross. They can slip into main. But right now, not to be worried about it. Double ramp, is that just Simple getting ready to drop B, or are they making a read? It is low money, so you can expect a ramp crunch in a round like this, but instead it's the full smoke play outside, keeping Na'Vi guessing. They're ready for secret, right? They have to be with some of the rounds we've already seen. Gio's going to run it. Everyone else walks. Don't want to give too much info away. All right, looking for heaven pick, maybe? But nothing outside. Electronic is tucked. He's gone, you want yard, you have it. We've already sent Boomich down to B. I'll make sure you're not wrapping heaven and getting behind us. And Boomich is cool that no one is down out into the bomb site yet. So Na'Vi are fine, right? Like, they've lost a bit of real estate, but the time is in their favor. They still have the guns. You just got to worry about this one pesky AWP. Not anymore, though.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's the AWP gone. It is now in the hands of Lear, but the guy who was meant to open the round up fell a little short. Electronic sideswiped from door and also getting crunched on from main. The round is not over yet. There is still this vent player in Boomich waiting, and Boomich is the most aggravating vent player in the world, right? He's so frustrating here, but Lear trying to make a name for himself on this AWP. Out through heaven, Bit will steal the round away, and there's the AWP retrieve for Boomich right at the very end as well.
I love the chasing Na'Vi doing these 2v1s. Obviously, the time there is the reason you're chasing, but in so many of these rounds where they know where that last player is, they will just collapse. They will just fully hunt, not give any room. Like, because you're hearing the vent player, Lear's like scared of the ladder, then Bit runs out top. Nowhere is safe in that round. Yeah, maybe a bit of an awkward timing where Perfecto, lets a play get outdoor and it costs. I think it was Electronic in main, but it's not the end of the world. It doesn't cost you the round.
And that's also like, it comes with the territory of being the main player. Like, that timings can get hit on guys sneaking out through door.
Yeah, guys dropping side.
Especially with like no util getting thrown in to signal it, and the fact it was an eco, it was just a bit of like it felt destined to happen. Electronic making this A1S look real good outside. Has already started this round off brilliantly for Na'Vi, and he's going to go one step further. Ah, well, at least two of you got down, right? Here we go. Boomich.
Sick.
Doing his little jump spot. He loves this. Just lets you get the info and then play a nice, safe game. He can call now. Well, they're both here. They're coming towards me. They're actually up in my face. Hello? Can somebody help me? I'm alone in this site. Oh, my God. They're wrapping him from the double door. They're in the single door, but Boomich will hold the line. Now he's saying, guys, they molly me, please. Can someone come and help me? He will finally get shut down by Lear. And here's the rotations he was asking for. They're all over the site. They're running amok on it. Lear's got nowhere to go and is probably dead in the side of the head. It's 8 on the board for Na'Vi. And looking good to round out this first half in a big way.
And it's nice that we can get, a little view into the team comms. I didn't know we had that here at this event, but it's cool. Yeah, Boomich's English is sick, though, as we know.
His English is actually great. I love Boomich, man. Like, whenever he comes on for interviews, you always get good answers out of him, but it's funny because, like, he's nervous about his English, but it's like, bro.
Your English is sick.
Yeah, your English is... I don't know any Russian, bro. Like, I can't even begin to try and do any other language, and then he'll come on and like give you these like minute-long answers, and it's like, you got nothing to worry about, my friend.
Oh no, that is quick.
Woo, he's regained control.
Should not be alive. Tech 9 letting you down. Boomich dropping down to the lower side, but it could always be a ruse. Box is actually tapped out Electronic as he tries to go on the big wrap. Simple. Oh dear. He's been spotted. The double scope let him down, and now Box is close, but Simple's ready. Oh, you thought he was. The pistols are doing it. Lollipop with a kill off the MAC-10, and the AWP's been taken and put to good use. This is a game out of Box that we did not get against Spirit, and it might be Nemiga winning their second low economy round to close the half. All that stands between them is Perfecto, and he is a long way from that B-bomb site.
Yeah, I mean, how on earth is he meant to win this? Like, he's coming in on this ramp retake. Well, it's a double ramp setup already. And now up into heaven. Yeah, it's not a...
You never know those bomb sounds, man. Nuke audio.
Well, there's the closer. I disbalances the Eagle, going to make it happen. And so it's an 8-7 half. All things considered, that's pretty neck and neck as far as they go. With Box coming alive, there's a bit more fight in Nemiga. Is it going to be enough to take down the Titans of Na'Vi?
Hey Future Pros, back on track and back to Nuke. Today I wanted to show you a molly you can throw that will land on hut at the A site. To throw this molly, you first need to shoot out the windows on the right skylight. Then hop up onto this vent, realize you're on the wrong side, and then hop onto the left one. Position yourself so you're over the center of the vent. Aim along the bottom line of the coping, then run forward and throw the molly immediately. This molly will blanket the top of hut in flames and force a CT player out of position. That's it, and good luck because on T-side Nuke you are gonna need it.
Well, Box is stepping up, and we're getting a much better look out of Nemiga as a result. They've managed a competitive first half versus Na'Vi, and that was all over on the T side as well. That's what they struggled on earlier today versus Team Spirit. So now with the CT side locked and loaded, ready to go for Nemiga, they're looking to give Na'Vi a run for their money.
Yeah, it's impressive, but they're far from out of the woods. Na'Vi's T side, I mean, well, Na'Vi's Nuke in general, not looking to be broken after a 13-win streak against some plucky underdogs in the CIS RMR. Far more pressure, though. We talk about opening kills. For Box, it was 1 and 10 back on Nuke against Spirit. This time it's 0 and 2. It's not like he's doing much better, but he's taking less, and that's the key difference there. Lollipop 3 and 0. Having a lot better time of things as well. He was the one light at the end of the tunnel in that first map. Perfecto's holding, and it couldn't be better. USP clears though. Perfecto doubles up, make it 3. Locks out Nemiga in this pistol.
And he
switched! Could have been the ace. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Still up in the air.
Yeah, could go anywhere now. Oh my god, Lollipop has also deleted Simple. This was a 5-on-2. Well, now it's a 2-on-3. And you're feeling a bit more comfortable about your chances here if you're Nemiga. Na'Vi drop everyone down into lower, but look at Lollipop. He's giving chase in through ramp, silent as he approaches. He's joined now by Box as well. Both players on for a ramp retake here. You hear Lollipop, but you don't know where Box is yet. In they go into the Lion's Den. Unsurprisingly, full of Tigers. And now, bit with one more means it's all eyes on Box. And it's a lot to unpack here. A 3-on-1, not going to happen. It's Na'Vi shipping themselves a 9th round.
Yeah, and a little scary after a second, but Perfecto with a perfect weight in lobby. And yeah, if you don't get this first kill, that's when the Glock churns you up. I Balance looked like he cleared it, but actually I guess I'm looking deep. Perfecto. Oh, I'm not a fan of the Glock, but in positions like that, the USP is not enviable. Oh. clean for Na'Vi. It was always supposed to be. Nemiga won the pistol to open up this map, and Na'Vi still won the force spike, and Nemiga do the same back. It's another quick A-site pop. Lollipop will drop one and make it two. It's simple out behind the vent and getting his revenge, running out of ammo. Glock out himself, and he's wallbanged by IEM Fall from heaven. Okay, all right, it's up in the air yet again, but you've got the information on every single player's position. Two drop into the site. Electronics got room thanks to the smoke, and that gives him cover.
Yo, you ain't ready for this, though. You're not ready for Lear, and yet still, Perfecto is able to find it.
They knew he was main earlier. Are they ready for lobby, though?
Fox has been quick with the change in pace, change in direction. Late lobby lurk. But if he goes through door, he basically ends up back where he started. It's all to try and get this Galil. Oh, no, it's not. He wants to play with the Deagle. All right, there's the swing, and that's why he wanted the Deag. Now just Electronic left to find. Not going to get given the peek just yet, but eventually it might come his way. There's the swing, and Electronic playing with the timings, playing with the hearts and minds of Nemiga. That round is salvaged by Na'Vi. That is a huge turnaround, right? Like, back in that first half, you know, Na'Vi, they won that force buy in the second, if you remember. They churned up the A play. It looked like Nemiga were going to give them a taste of their own medicine, but a great round out of Perfecto and Electronic to make that happen.
I love the double hut roof as well, especially after Na'Vi molly it. Like, already when you molly hut roof, there's a little gap in the normal lineup, so that means you can stand on the edge. Yeah, okay, Na'Vi going to know that when they're entering, but it got smoked anyway, and two players still hid there in the corner. So, yeah, able to get a lot done from that position, but not enough to win the round.
All right, is a thought, Hugo.
Yeah, hit me.
With the whole dropping nades thing now,
yeah,
you could have a double molly lineup for hut roof that is thrown by one guy from
sure, sure.
Then not only would cover the whole thing.
I think at that point, surely you just need to find a better lineup. Maybe that's silly. Maybe there isn't one. But the default one that people throw, the very easy one, just doesn't cover everything. Is there a Molotov that covers all of hut roof? Maybe. Yeah,
but so, well, hang on. I'm going to hold this thought because this round is getting a bit weird with the A1S finding success. Geo's actually taking it one step further. Now, while this has happened, they've kind of traded real estate, right? Secret's been taken by Na'Vi, and Simple is up in heaven. Now, if he gets the info that A is clear from heaven, if he peeks down, doesn't see anything, they can rotate up vent, and they're never going to get fought by this B stack. So it's a bit of a shame, really, for Nemiga. What?
Yes, that's a bomb!
That is the bomb, and it's Boomich getting Zeused. Oh my god!
Ace your own medicine, buddy. This is weird now. They were ready to take A. Now, Simple's still got a lovely ramp flank. Time is the only problem. He should be okay to get a kill. Geo's turned around. Oh, no. No longer looking, though. It's a timing game, and Simple's won it out. Now, you're worried about your flank, but Electronic's still in secret. Leah, dodges death, and Simple goes back for more, but he's dead to IEM Balance and B, who can't follow up. Now they can go up vent if they want. They have just enough time, or they fight him on lower. Leah gets out, 8 seconds, Deag trying to fight for the round, and he gives it up, gives Perfecto the plant. Can he escape in time?
Yeah, I almost think he didn't think there was time there, anticipating a fight to hang around and was just looking to win it to time. Now the Deagle has got to answer in this round. And Perfecto, once again, the denier of clutches, right? The guy who's just this safe pair of hands to help get a round over the line. There was a lot of weirdness in that round when the Zeus kill comes in. It all gets thrown into disarray. Yeah. And for a moment, you're scared that time is going to be the problem, right? As it so often is when Na'Vi start to struggle in those mid-rounds. But they very quickly regain control. Big stuff out of Perfecto. And yeah, man, the spirit of Zeus lives on.
Yeah, that's that's terrifying. You know the call was just about to be, let's come up vent as well. They were just clearing everything on lower. It was very tempting indeed. My goodness. And I guess they didn't want to play with the risk of going up vent with 12 seconds. You know, anything can go wrong there. Maybe you lose it by a second. They just went to fight in B, even though they knew Lear's position. Almost let them down, but not quite. And yeah, you got to give it to Nemiga. Even if they lose from here on out, they have had some very competitive rounds. And they've gotten a lot of close 1v1s that Na'Vi have won, as they should be. Plus, Eco wins, not just that, almost coming through, but in the T side, they won, you know, a D ground with nothing, and they won the last of the half, which was Tech 9 and Mac 10 armor. So, ooh, That's a nice bit of cover for Perfecto. This balance trades, but they're closer than that, and he knows. Oh, Perfecto is not expecting to get no scope there, and Boomich's timing could be nice. Simple's keeping attention on lobby. The smoke gives away the secret play. Boomich has information to play with, and he's going to go all the way around, wrap rafters, and take this A site with Simple.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame because it's almost like Simple's success at ramp undoes the timings hit by Boomich, right? Faking the cross up into heaven, but I don't know if anyone's nearby enough to have even heard that. They are still focused on it, right? They know that ramp was taken and that heaven is a vulnerability. Are they going to check the CT vent? That's the big question. And yeah, it's checked, but the fight's won by Lollipop and his MP9.
His MP9's cracked.
Yeah, mate, Nemiga, they're not willing to go down without a fight, and they definitely deserve the credit for that, especially after the kind of really rough start to Nuke to begin the day, right? It didn't really look like they were, especially not after that T side, mate, we're really in it versus Team Spirit, whereas here, we're getting more mileage out of them. They're keeping it very competitive.
It's crazy, that play.
Going back to my Molly comment about T-Root, by the way. Like,
sure.
If you intentionally throw the one with the gap and then late throw the second one that covers the gap, it either forces them to run through the Molotovs to get out or drop quickly in front of Hut. And then you could just kill them falling off of Hut roof.
Yeah, there are definitely. I think if you were two mollies on roof, though, you're probably just throwing two separate lineups. Like back, if you throw a default back site and hut roof, you're covering way more position.
I just think it's more for like speed in my mind, right? Like you could just go whoop whoop.
The need for it.
The need for speed, exactly. And like the Fast and Furious, now F is for family, but it's also for
run.
Yeah. Here they are, down and towards B. And Lear's already here to help out Geo, so this should get locked in pretty cleanly. They've got him trapped in this corner. Ooh, Simple, there's a lineup for a double. They still haven't, oh, no, they did flush out Geo. Oh, Simple's dead. And now it's just Bit left alive. 1v2 and late through Secret. Timing's everything for him now because there's still a player up on this A-bomb site that he does not know about. What's the game plan, Bit? What are you doing?
Got that new Deeg, though.
Got that new Deeg smell.
Ocean Wave or something like that.
I think it's like, you know, Calypso, like the ice lolly. Loads of little balls of flavor.
Yeah, squeeze
Here's some big balls of flavor, though, right up above the...
Harry, he dead.
Yeah, he's dead. He's screwed. Or he hits the ladder one, Deeg. Oh, no.
Only Simple hits that.
No, Simple would have just done it like first bullet. Not even... Because the game's just different for Simple. Yeah. I don't know what version of CS he's playing. But it ain't the one I'm playing, that's for sure.
CS, yo.
Yikes. Pretty cringe, dude.
Oh,
pretty
wow.
cringe. No, wait. Cringe is like the most savage put down because I never even know what to say to it. I told cringe and it's like, oh.
12, by the way.
Oh. Oh. Well, it just Glocks now for Na'Vi.
What do they say? Don't kill the cringe, kill the part of you that cringes, or something like that. I don't know. That's cringe, though. I
built up like a resistance to cringe because...
You looked in the mirror enough.
Oh my
Simple.
God.
I'm cringing at that one. I am fully kegeled right now. Clenching my desk. Deeg's out for the boys. And there's a gun down ramp as well. No armor. So it's free real estate. Anyone can take it. Simple's like, no, you. I got my Deeg, I'm good. Where do you go from here, though? You still don't have anything but one smoke. It's past the parcel right now. Electronic, top of the board, gonna take it.
Yeah, I mean, they've double set up towards lower because they're very, very paranoid about, like, with this ramp control getting taken, they were just gonna get flooded down on B. And that couldn't be further from the truth. There's even like a deep CT player having a hold for a hell wrap. And so what this actually means is the A-bomb site is in the hands of Lollipop. And that's the extent of it. Like, he's the only fella here with any stake in the round. And if he dies without going, like, really 2 for 1 up against a buy like this. You know, that's like a bare minimum. Okay, well, now the pressure's off a bit. Here we go. Even a 1 for 1 would be fine. Nice little tap out, make it a double. Lollipop, not letting them in, and he takes out 3 with him. A bomb plant would be brilliant for Perfecto, but he knows that's wishful thinking. He's rushed down from Heaven and Vent, and so it's a great little response out of Nemiga to find double digits.
I'm not nervous yet, but I am counting numbers, and they are getting bigger and bigger by the second, Harry. Nemiga getting in control of this game all of a sudden. They were never quite out of it, but you just kind of assume Na'Vi would eventually roll over them. Now, these are only eco rounds. They should be getting won by Nemiga, but now Na'Vi have to come in swinging with a big rifle round with big results. Otherwise, we're all tied up. And not in a good way. Krieg's out for simple. Desperate times call for the most desperate of measures when you don't have the money for the AWP. Any scope will do. Boomich drops on. They might have heard that. Box is ready behind the boxes. It's... Oh my goodness, Boomich does see him in time. A lot of space towards Heaven now. The ramp players come back, but he's about to get backstabbed. Boomich with a... Oh! He missed shot. You're really hoping for the best there. Bit doesn't go through the molly like I thought he would. He doubles back to safety. He's still going to get burnt out a bit. Simple sees the main player and he taps him. He was dinked and he still gets the 1 bullet off. 4 on 2 now. Na'Vi, they may have low players, but they just have so much pressure, so much real estate.
Yeah, it's on the back of this falling to be like a numbers game, right? Like if you don't reclaim some of these digits, if you don't take advantage before that bomb goes down of some of these low players, you're just saving. Because when you look at the board and you go, yeah, we're 2 on 4, we're screwed. If you find like a low HP simple or bit, mate, you tee yourself up to start to believe in a retake, to start to believe in it being a doable scenario. But are they going to find any of these low health players? Right now, Gio is the man in the hot seat, right up on top of her. He's got to watch like so many angles. If Lear can clear the lobby in time, that is a big sigh of relief for this guy, because suddenly it's just Heaven and the side cross that you got to worry about. Unfortunately, it's a coin toss which one you were going to get faced from first, and with all the noise made on the main players, he takes the attention away from Heaven. That's by design for Na'Vi, and so they get it over the line. You know, Simple and Bit might have been low, but you wouldn't have known that Na'Vi are up on a 12. And Nemiga in a bit of a botched spot in terms of the money as well.
Yeah, it's a sigh of relief for Na'Vi winning that round, right? Especially after the short comeback we've seen on the CT side for Nemiga. Not in home ground yet. This was gross as well from Simple. Full smokes. We've not seen much secret control for Na'Vi, right? I guess burned a little bit, but the last time they went down with the Zeus round, where it came down to the final few seconds against an eco. Nemiga have been really good at making these low economy rounds worthwhile. At worst, damage at best, sometimes even picking them up. But you're not presuming that to continue. 3 A1Ss for Na'Vi. But with no helmets on the other side, there's no worry. His guns are lights out. Got this crossfire in secret though, but Na'Vi can pick and choose which side they want to fight, and Utility can nullify either side as well. Na'Vi have plenty of it. Pressure kept on in the A site. Electronic doesn't want to fight double, just going to molly Ivy's balance in, and he's actually got a bit of room to move. He gets out behind the door. Are they ready for Gio, though? The second man crouched in the corner, and he's doubled up with a deagle. We talk about these ecos getting out of control. This can't afford to be one. Na'Vi must hit A. Oh,
yeah,
no.
Oh, no, but... Yeah, this is getting a little bit awkward, right?
Yeah.
They feel like this A-bomb site's fishy, man. They don't like what they see. Shrimple moving in through the hut, and Bit's blindsided by Lollipop with the CZ on hut. Uh-oh, you can feel this one really, really eluding you. And they're like, well, boys, it's a nice try, but the USPs, the Deagles, mate, it's all too much.
Oh, dear.
Get them out of here. They run away, and so Nemiga are up onto 11. As a reminder, 13 in a row for Na'Vi on Nuke.
Against tier 1 opposition, mostly. This is insane. And as you said earlier, Harry, the last time that they lost the game on Nuke, 13 matches ago, it was against Entropic, another CIS team. My goodness. Also back at a previous RMR. Na'Vi best team in the world, top 5 in CIS, it still continues to be true.
I'm convinced we're the problem, man, because it's like they win the first game like nice and convincingly when everyone else is cast.
Well, I wouldn't say convincingly. That one came.
Oh, okay, convincingly the wrong word. But, you know, they still win it. Whereas here, it's like, oh, I'm getting worried. There's a part of me that's going like, come on.
It's crazy.
Nemiga.
These ecos, you just can't count them out, right? Like Nemiga have won so many ecos in this game, and not even like, oh, like good ecos where you actually have like, oh, it's a hero, it's like a hero AK, and it got like
like some hero AWP, like nailing some shots.
Like you're getting it, you're like peeking simple, you're getting the AWP and you're killing everyone with it. Like what? What? How?
What?
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I said. What?
It's like that meme of the, you know the one, the one that Rush showed you, of like the I don't know what they're called.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah.
The like paid actors, you know, like.
I know what you're saying.
What? Here we go. It's simple. Lighting up the outside smokes. In they go. I mean, they're starting to get worried. Like, you know, we're worried, they're worried.
I'm starting to worry too, Harry.
It's like the negative. I'm starting to believe too, Henry.
Yeah, this is, I mean, it's fine. Na'Vi are in control, they're in the lead, they got the money, but it's like, yeah, you lose a rifle round here, you are in hot water, you are boiling, Harry. And we all know what boiling water does to the skin, nothing good. Some fleshy broth.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you make broth and stock. Speaking of stocks, Na'Vi, there's a hanging in the balance of this matchup.
Might be the biggest dip since July.
Since July.
May, I mean, was their last loss.
Okay.
Not I don't know, I looked at the wrong game. Fast out A, Boomage, good flash from Electronic, and Lollipop doesn't know where to look. That's big, because Lollipop has been locking down this A side.
So often, like, if it's not at the start of the round, like in the mid-round, his A players do just kind of drift away from him, and they're like, Lollipop, man, you got this. Like, you're the king.
One kill in a round, you have to save this. You should not go for this. And that's Nemiga.
Pretty brutal, like, as far as they go. Even though saving here with 4 lets you rebuy no problem, and, like, it's very, very cheap to reinvest, it's still not great, because the round matters at the end of the day, right? And especially this late on in the game, you know, letting a round sail past like this, where you're 4 on 5, you're almost tempted to give it a look in and see what you can do.
On top of that, it's like, you know, if you lost this round, but you took 3 or 4 players out of Na'Vi, that would give you sense to buy. It might make you fight for the economy game. You've just given Na'Vi, whose money has been on the back foot, you just want an eco. Na'Vi's money has been on the edge, and now they've taken a flawless round. Look at the stonks. They are rich right now, and Nemiga have just had to give up a point, and there's nothing they can do about that. Decided by them, or for them rather, not by them. Not much Lollipop can do there. Mollied out, flashed as well, and a good entry to get Na'Vi back on the board. You know, that's the reassuring signs from Na'Vi. They can lose a sitter of a round, and they can come back in and just decide it like that, getting a free A site. What will happen now? Nemiga definitely going to keep more numbers on A. They don't want to see that happen again. So Na'Vi go elsewhere.
Yeah, Box is going to look for some outside aggression. Playing around this smoke, he's got a little gap to try and exploit. Oh, yeah, that's cleared. It's actually simple to get it.
Reasonable.
All right, well, now Electronic is down through Secret. The AWP of IEM balance was leaning towards here, but having to back off, you know, knowing that they could have already made it down has put the fear in Nemiga. And they're very restricted in terms of, you know, what they can actually do here, right? They're set up with 3 on upper. You might look to drop a vent player as a precaution while you've still got some control at lower. But right now, IEM balance has got that information. He's able to call. I still don't see anyone, boys. And as you're starting to see players back in the lobby, I think you realize that it's not really a secret play just yet. Now they hear ramp getting taken, and Nemiga move everyone down towards B. Is this gamble going to pay off for them? It looks like it might. The guy that makes this interesting is Electronic. Right now, they're anticipating that the majority of players are hitting ramp, but the utility's out. And he's had to molly himself off. That's wasting precious time. Time that Na'Vi don't have. And while this is happening, IEM balance is putting bodies in body bags. It's just Electronic left. And IEM balance going to lock it in with one hell of a round to keep Nemiga in this one.
Oh, if Electronic had his gun out there, that could have been everything. Absolutely perfect timing on the backstab. But then Nemiga realized, like, they see Na'Vi get out ramp, but they're not taking B. They're waiting for something else. And that backstab, a couple of seconds difference, a gun in hand, that could have been it for Na'Vi. Instead, we again trade rounds. We again come back in with a CT pickup. And some lovely orb shots out of IEM Balance, which sound great. Pause for Na'Vi though. Bit of a time to take a breath. And yeah, okay, that money, like, yeah, we talked about the 5 alive round after that A hit onto Lollipop. It's still not perfect. They would have loved a bomb plant here. This is a very difficult decision to make for Na'Vi, who, you know, would love an AWP, would love 4 rifles with util. They can buy here. They can get, you know, 3, 4 AKs, but it would lead them with not a lot of util, not a lot of breathing room. Instead, they're going to play for their next gun round. These ones are always winnable. You can make them weird with Tech 9s, but this is so competitive. This is so close. The only other teams to take Na'Vi to 30 rounds were Heroic back at Pro League, were FaZe in overtime as well. Every other game has been 16-13 or better. Nemiga are close.
Yeah, they're close to a very elite, you know, level, like at a rare stat. A team to push Na'Vi the distance, and oh my goodness, this round's opened up by Gio. It's one of these little partial buys. You weren't expecting much, but already the 5-on-4, chance to find much out the window. Oh, Leah's gonna drop down off the ramp. He's getting pressured. They overrun him in the ramp room. But now what are they gonna try and do with this real estate?
Hoping that's force rotate. They saw the stack down lower last time they took ramp, and so Na'Vi have actually done that again. They show ramp, they get the B player down, but Leah, even though he's lower, he's joined by 2 more players. That leaves the A site very open. Lollipop has been the best player on this A hold right now for Nemiga. The wrap isn't there though. It's all coming down to door and hut control, and a player is already creeping back up the vent. Perfect timing for it. That smoke's a problem. Simple's gonna sit inside it. IEM Balance going for a no-scope, gives Simple the chance to grab an orb. No way. Perfecto is cleared out Lollipop. Simple drops the vent for the AWP. Na'Vi are about to win an eco of their own unless Nemiga come in with a retake.
Yeah, still a 3-on-3, but you are kicking yourself, right? You had this round in the palm of your hands. It felt like that orb given over as well. If that comes back to be the deciding factor, IEM Balance just might never live that down. It's in the hands of Simple. Box peeking out of heaven, doesn't find a thing, but there's Simple. Oh, not quite the kill. The kills are coming through for Nemiga. They chase down the site man, and Simple, they're on the bomb. It's not plotted for him. He's out of there like a bandit with that orb. But the round is kept alive. Nemiga up onto 13.
Oh my
It's a tie game, Hugo!
It's terrifying. And like, you can't even celebrate those rounds either if you're Na'Vi. Like, yeah, you get a bomb plant, you get some kills, you get free orb, but it doesn't matter. The score's closing up. You had a very winnable position. If anything, it's reassuring Nemiga win it, because that was a complete balls up for IEM Balance going up the vent there. I don't know what he hoped to accomplish, but up against Simple, arming him very scarily. Almost a lineup as well on Tetris, but almost don't count at this point. It's all about the result. Box not again! The same result! He just got spammed through the edge of the smoke as he did by Simple last time around. They know what he's doing. They know what he's up to. Box needs new tricks, and IEM Balance can't hit the shot on the cross. Na'Vi make it. They jump over the gap in the smoke and get down to B. Gio's here, also Leah, and they need to keep their guns out this time.
Oh yeah, here's the cross, there's the first, and that's where you would love to have had this peak come in for Leah, but that's where the molly plays into it, right? To allow you to break that into 2 separate one-on-one fights. Electronic still trying to clear out lower, but the rest of Na'Vi waiting patiently back in the lobby. Right now, Nemiga haven't fallen for this, right? They haven't rotated heavy towards B. They don't really have the numbers to do so. A gamble has to be made, and they've kept all their players over here towards this A-bomb site.
That flash will keep them thin, though. It's only a fake. It's only Perfecto playing with his food. Simple needs his shot, and he's got it. Lollipop's out. Heaven player is back. IEM Balance all just survives on 1. They don't have a nade to stop him, and they do have bullets. Bit puts it in the right place, and Leah now needs a 1-on-3. Swingy out, falls, and he didn't mean to. No way in hell. The fall damage could have done it there if they didn't shoot him instead. And it's Na'Vi coming in with an A take. Nemiga knew what was up, but they just left that A site with a ramp fake getting thrown in by Perfecto. It drew 2 players back out of A.
Yeah, I mean, being real, that kill from Simple is everything because, you know, like, while you're dead on about Perfecto drawing players away, there was still 2 towards this A bomb site. And in terms of the forces Na'Vi actually had moving in to take it, they only had 2 players. Electronic was still down on B. Perfecto's faking ramp to try and draw those rotations. It was a 2-on-2 in that A bomb site. And then they get the kill that kickstarts the round coming in.
Owl went through the wall.
Look at this buy, man. It's very, very weird for Nemiga. Double AWP, little utility, and an MP9. They try to crunch the lobby with a double ramp push. Boomic attempting to take outside, and he does get past box. He always lives up to his name. He's always playing around one.
Yeah, he's used a lot of the same spots, and that's not the first time Boomic has killed him in that position either. Simple's found another pick, and the push into lobby for Lollipop works out. That's that empty lobby now. Nemiga, no, everyone has to be outside.
Oh, what are you doing, baby? Come on,
yeah.
Leah.
Hello. Yeah. Ow. How's he going there? How's he going here? Leah, gone. Finally. 2-on-2, but low health on Simple, and Boomic isn't sitting pretty either. This is tenuous at best for Na'Vi. Gio's got an AWP. Lollipop's close in a very hard spot to clear. You're just too busy focused deep on ramp. You're not thinking about this corner, surely. If they try and go up the ladder, he's going to get a kill for free.
Yeah, there's the freebie and not the trade either. Lollipop, man, rising to the occasion. Every time we need a step-up round out of him, it feels like we get it. And now it's a tie game. This is going the full 30 rounds.
Like said, in this 13-win streak, the only teams that have taken Na'Vi to 30-round games are Heroic once. They lost 16-14. And FaZe, also at Pro League, took Na'Vi to overtime. Even some of the best teams in the world haven't been able to get Na'Vi to 30 rounds on Nuke. But Nemiga, right here, after getting destroyed by Spirit on this map earlier today, 16-4, are now in round 29 with the money in their favor. This is 13 in a row for the best team of the world, and Nemiga are right there. You've got to play for overtime, but Na'Vi don't want to. Na'Vi full send.
Oh my goodness. And could that be the downfall? Could that be how the streak is stopped in its tracks? At this point, if you lose this round, because you've all-inned it, you're forced behind to try and get this game to OT. And the force buys, well, that's been more Nemiga's territory than Na'Vi's. We might be about to witness, you know, #1 in the world have their win streak broken on their home map.
Big main pop, it's an A execute. Lollipop's blind, but he still gives us the goods. The molly does clear out Gio, and Lollipop eventually found as well. This balance can't connect the pistol shots. It's so up in the air, but Simple comes in with a round-changing kill, dropping box out of heaven. Leah, now alone, going to try and re-aggress elsewhere, go back to ramp. But so much time between him peeking heaven and him showing ramp. He even thinks it's B. He's just dropping lower. He thinks Na'Vi have gone back down the vent. Couldn't be further from the truth. Eventually, he's got to realize this. Does he just go right back up to heaven? Time is going to be cut off this clock. Na'Vi, this was not the round that looked like it would have been theirs. But pulling the rabbit out of the hat. And Lee gets heard last second.
Yeah, Na'Vi, they might have just done it with this force buy. Leah can't find them, they're just not facing him. They're gonna have to line up or something. Oh, they almost do! But it is a Na'Vi force buy round in round 29 to find 15. And at the bare minimum, they've at least now locked in OT. But when you look at what's gonna be available to Nemiga, right, those double AWPs that they were running to get here, they come at a price, and it's a hefty price tag as is. You know, even in that round there, you were still running MP9s. You were still feeling the burn at how close these rounds have been. Well, that's now more true than ever in round number 30. You're cobbling together a force buy to try and take this game to overtime.
My goodness. As good as these forces have been, Na'Vi, do they really want to give you that shot, give you that chance this late in the game? They can just close it. They can get over it already. They can add a 14th to the board if they just take this round, but Quick peek onto the scout, eye disbalance. They do check close, they are ready for box. First time he's used that spot, he at least keeps it fresh, but Electronic is one step ahead and they are right down B with nothing to be said about this by Nemiga. They have no lower rotates right now. They are playing retake without a kit, without a hope. Bomb isn't down though. It's still back at blue. But you have two players who have made it across, and they're just trying to get that bomb in position as well. Information will be grabbed by Disbalance unless he gets smoked off, but it doesn't look like that's available for Na'Vi. Last one's gone in through main. Can't get the kill, but he can get the info. Check the map, it's the bomb, it's going B.
I was just about to draw attention a bit, mate. He's sat back in T-spawn waiting for lobby or T-roof lurks, for crying out loud. Yeah. That really does just help you lock the round in guaranteed after catching these players on the aggro push. Lear, if he tries to rotate up heaven, he is dead to Boomich. And so this is the great unraveling. Nemiga, they push Na'Vi to their very limits, the full 30 rounds, but fall just short of breaking this squad's winning streak, which is now up to 14, unless Geo. No, I'm not even gonna entertain it. This is a Na'Vi victory all day long. Geo dead on the swing. Boomich locks it in. 14 in a row on Nuke for Na'Vi, but still, I mean, Nemiga, damn, they pushed them to their very